If it wouldn't have been for senior nights, we might have been a little bit late. But we're freezing up just a little bit on the video. Not sure what's wrong with the card there. Well. We're freezing up on a card. It's okay. We are live, though.
It's just like old school. We can go to the radio.
Yeah. Right.
It's like a podcast.
They're going to march them out here in the middle of the field, get ready to do the national anthem, but we're going to try to figure out what's going on with this capture card right quick. When you buy a $500 capture card, it should work every time. Hey, those of y'all that are just tuning in, y'all hit us up on the chat. Let us know you can hear us. Let us know. There I am. There's the field.
We have confirmed audio, at least on YouTube.
Yep. We're going to get this rocking and rolling.
Well, guys, hopefully you guys are tuning in. We are having some video capture issues. As Joey is dealing with that, I'll do my best to get you guys at least the call until we get that figured out. Currently, right now, we just had the national anthem, and kickoff will be happening in just a few moments here as both teams getting their special teams units ready to go. As we kick off tonight, Lake Worth versus Gainesville. And it's a little chilly out tonight. Luckily, Joey and I in a booth, thanking our lucky stars tonight. It's a crisp 54 degrees here at kickoff tonight. As Lake Worth will be kicking off. Abraham Polito, of course, this year has been fantastic. Now, there is no flags on the goalpost that we can see currently, but in the far end zone to the north, we see a breeze to the south. So Polito will be kicking off with the wind at his back. And as we've seen this year with Abraham Polito, he's been able to, get in there, get some touchbacks for his team. So, hey, just by my guess, unless it's a pooch kick, this one will also be a touchback. But we'll get to that in just a second. And it looks like I'll be holding the camera, see if maybe you guys can see it. But we'll see as Polito kicks off. And it's a deep kick, and it does go into the end zone. And that will be a touchback, as Gainesville will take over on the 25-yard line. And now I'm experiencing what Joey goes through doing the filming, even though you guys can't see. Still holding the camera up. So hopefully we get that feed to you guys shortly. As the Bullfrog defense has got 75 yards to protect here. Gainesville coming into this game at 2-6. The Bullfrogs 7-1.
It's freezing up. Hang on a second.
As the Bullfrogs look like they're stacking the box here. Only one single receiver out to the far side of the field for Gainesville. It's a snap, and it's a run here, but a whistle blows the play dead. And I see a flag, it looks like on the far side on the Lake Worth, and a false start on Gainesville. So moving back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 from Gainesville's 20-yard line. It's not the best way to start out the game there. As now the Bullfrogs will have to defend a single receiver out to the far left side, our near side. And it's a toss play to the opposite side and trying to find some room and only getting back to the original line of scrimmage. Just maybe a little bit more. Point it up.
Yeah.
There you go. We get in the feed. Try my best to get in. I'm doing the camera duties right now as we figure this out. So, anyway, here we go. So, back to the near side receiver. 2nd down and 9. And it is a throw. And it is caught and brought down by the Gainesville receiver. Right at the we'll see where they spot him, right near the 50. And they're going to spot him down at the 49. But it looks like there is a flag. And I'll try to zoom in on that as Joey now takes over.
Tell him sorry for the headache.
Hey, Joey says sorry for the headache, quote unquote. But we're almost there, guys. At least, we're right at the beginning of this game, still on the first drive. And it's an encroachment call on the defense. So Lake Worth getting the call against them. So they'll add that on to the end of that play. Actually, no, they won't. There's a decline. That's my bad. Happened before the snap. So therefore, it's a decline penalty. And Gainesville will have the ball at their own 49. Still back to that single receiver set to the near side. A man in motion, and they'll go to the toss. And going right up the middle, it's a Gainesville player until he's brought down after a gain of 7 on the play. So 2nd down and 3. As Lake Worth not playing the worst defense. The first play that was caught by the Gainesville receiver was pretty much a jump ball. And a good play by the Gainesville receiver, able to bring it down. It was a gain of about 30 yards on that play. As now Gainesville has crossed midfield. And 2nd down and 3 to go. Lake Worth looked to be bringing the house on this play. As the jumbo set from Gainesville, man in motion. They hand it to the man in motion. He slips and he trips himself up and falls. Looks like the spot will be actually a loss of 1. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 4 as Lake Worth catches a break there. But I will say that Lake Worth seemed to be all over that one. There's not too many issues there. So again, 3rd down and 4. And we'll be getting the camera situation figured out here in just a bit. So guys, sit tight and just listen to the call for now as we take you through the beginning of this game. Gainesville 3rd and 4. And it's a toss play to the near side, and he's found some room. He's got the 1st down and more. The Frogs got to get there. Cornell Avington pushes number 11 out of bounds. A gain of about 15 or so on the play. And the ball will be spotted around the 30, right on the 30-yard line. It's Lake Worth having some early trouble stopping Gainesville. Still not terrible position for the Frogs. It is to be noted that Gainesville will be kicking into the wind should they attempt a field goal here, so those Frogs looking pretty good. Single receiver, back to the near side. 2 backs in the backfield along with the quarterback. And they're going to go back to the toss play to the right side, away from the receiver, and a solid run there breaks through the front line. But now the Frogs are screaming. It looks like the ball's loose, and the Frogs may have it. And the call is the Frogs do have it, so they strip the ball. Gainesville, the player was standing straight up, and the ball was ripped out in a pile of Lake Worth players. And Lake Worth will now take over around the 35-yard line, their own 35. Actually, that is the 32. So somewhere in that scrum, Lake Worth able to jar the ball loose and picks up a pretty nice break there early on. As 2 receivers to our near side and is now in motion is Demarion Polti. They hand it off to him. He's trying to get to the outside. He got some room, and he's still on his feet. He did not go out of bounds, and no, they're going to blow the whistle and say he was out. So a solid run. And the spot is at the 40, so a gain of about 8 on the play. Little jet action there from Lake Worth. Bring a Polti across in motion as they toss the ball to him. Picking up 8 on 1st down. 2nd and 2. Same formation. And Polti back in motion. And they fake it to him and run it straight up the middle to Damian Moore. And he's got more than a first down, a gain of about 10 on the play. And a solid play as the Frogs now cross the 50. Ball spotted at the 48. That's Gainesville 48. I almost said the 52, but that, of course, you know, that does not exist. A solid play there from Lake Worth. So run the jet, fake the jet, hand it off to your back, Damian Moore, and been solid all year long. As they go to run this one, but a flag immediately right before the ball was snapped, and that's going to be a false start against Lake Worth. So 1st and 15 for the Bullfrogs. Did not quite see who picked up the false start on that one. But we'll see what Lake Worth comes up here on 1st and 15. And like I said, if you guys were tuning in earlier, the Frogs do have the wind at their back right now, so could assume they still feel comfortable throwing the ball. It is rather windy here tonight up here in North Texas in Gainesville. And the snap, it's a handoff, and it's a reverse. Demarion Polti on the reverse, trying to cut it to the outside across the 50, past the first down marker, and finally brought down. So a big play, a little reverse action. The handoff to Damian Moore, who flips it to Demarion Polti, getting back outside. It's a two-man game right now. Demarion Polti and Damian Moore picking up the yards for the Bullfrogs as the ball is now spotted at the Gainesville 30. So not a bad look. 1st and 15, generally not the best situation, but Damian Moore took the ball into his own hands and picked up the first down. Frog offense seems to be moving. And man in motion, who else but Demarion Polti? And actually, they're going to throw this one. It's a fake. It's short. And the ball's still in the air. It was tipped 5 times. And it comes down with a Gainesville player. Wow. The jet action, the play fake to Damian Moore is a double play action. A shot downfield to Mark Fulkerson. About a 30-yard pass down to about the 5 or 25-yard pass. It was tipped by a Gainesville player, tipped by Fulkerson, tipped by another Gainesville player. And after a couple tips, Gainesville comes down with the football. So they'll pick up. They're going to spot this one at the 9-yard line. Tough break there for the Frogs. We'll note it was Mark Fulkerson and about 3 Gainesville players. So rather tough. And so it looks like I just getting confirmation from Joey over here. We're not going to have the scoreboard up tonight, so we'll do our best to fill in on the time as they go ahead and run the ball. Gainesville does, and the pile pushes them back, so possibly a loss of a yard. No, they're going to spot it back at the line of scrimmage, but Joey is confirming we won't have the scoreboard here tonight, but we're switching up cameras, figuring out what's working, and trying to get you at least something, and we do. And
it's just a low-grade camera card. It's just it's not as clear as it normally is.
So what I'm getting word is, so basically we're not going to have our better quality image tonight, just slightly lower quality, but hey, at least we get a view of a ball game here tonight, Friday nights. Got to watch our football. So out here in Texas as Gainesville goes back to the sweep, trying to toss this one out wide, and the Bullfrogs do a good job, only have a pickup of about 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 8. Hey, Joe.
Hey, I'm here. I'm here. We got it rocking and rolling now. Sorry for the quality, everybody. We're trying to do what we can. Apparently, technology. We'll try to get something at halftime to get better quality. But right now, it's more important just to get you guys the game. Just having an issue with the capture card. So, it is what it is. It's technology. You gotta. It's at your disposal. Well, not. We're at its mercy. I guess you can say that.
Hey. So, yeah, you guys, I'm just picking up the chat as I was doing my best to make sure we got the call. We did understand. We know we were looking at the wrong thing. We get that. But hopefully you guys were able to listen in and catch up where we were at as the Bullfrogs have a 3rd and 8 to defend. Gainesville does have the football after the interception.
Yeah, the Bullfrogs did a really good job there early on. The defense caused a turnover, went down. And, man, that sorry y'all didn't get a chance to see that. But the ball was thrown a little bit short, bobbled off a couple of defenders' hands into the Lake Worth receiver's hand, and then back to a defender's hands, and just turned over. But nonetheless, Bullfrogs have the Leopards in the field position that they want to have them in, and get a chance to stop them deep here. It's a big 3rd down right here.
And if Lake Worth gets the ball back, I can attest that the fact the Lake Worth Bullfrogs able to move the football rather seamlessly. They took a shot downfield, but hopefully they get the ball back here. 3rd down and 8. There's a snap. Looking to throw this one. Cornell Avington on the coverage, and he's able to break this one up. Not twice. They went after him again. That was the original 30-yard pass, I believe to number 18 from Gainesville. He brought down the original one on their first drive, but Cornell Avington able to break that one up.
Yeah, great job. You know, that's he has come to know that he's going to get picked on every single time he gets out there. So it's a good deal. He continues to stay on his toes.
And so now Gainesville will punt. And a smart decision. Backed up almost at their goal line. It's a good snap, almost blocked. The kick is up, and it bounces a little bit short. The Bullfrogs going to let this one roll as it only makes it across the 40, spotted at about the 42.5, 42-yard line. The ref kind of giving us a little benefit of the doubt there.
Welcome, everybody, to the broadcast. It looks like it's film off a VHS tape back from the 1990s all over again. Here we are, though. We have you live feed up. Sorry for anybody who walks in the door. I got a mess going back here. But I don't care because we have a ball game going now.
And Lake Worth will take over here. So, again, move the ball rather well. Just an interception. And that has basically been the story so far. A couple turnovers. As Lake Worth are going to hand this ball off. And that's Damian Moore breaking through the first level. Gets tripped up just a bit. But a solid run on first down, picking up 8.
You know, I love that. You know, give everybody something to look forward to. We have the rest of the season, of course, to look forward to. We have Hershey next week. We have Gainesville right now in front of our face. But to talk a little bit about the Bullfrogs, it's a pretty young, not young, but seasoned team, mostly junior starting for the Bullfrogs, other than the receiver core and the quarterback.
And the handoff back to Damian Moore. He's got some daylight. Breaks one. Gets over the 30 and to the 25 and finally meets a crowd and will be brought down after the first down.
And I'm trying to get, I'm not used to the zoom in. Sorry, I know I zoomed in on some shoelaces there for a second. He's wearing Nikes, y'all. He's wearing Nikes.
Hey, if we had the better camera, we'd be able to see it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, but it's all good, guys. We got some live action. It's like we're throwing back maybe some of the kids, younger generation tuning in tonight. It's like we're watching in the 1980s, you know, a little throwback action.
Yeah. We go great on film.
And here we go. It's the fake toss and inside to Demarion. Polti spins, tries to break through. Gainesville, their line all over that one. And just going to mark them back at the original line of scrimmage.
So here we sit. Sorry, y'all, we don't have a game clock going right now, but we're just hitting the 5-minute mark left to go in this first quarter of play. Nil 0-0 right now. Tonight is Gainesville Leopards senior night. We had a good ceremony to start us off.
And now Demarion Polti. We had success with this earlier. It's him with the ball on the jet sweep, trying to find something, cutting back, and he's making his way to the outside and out of bounds near the 20. So we'll see where the official spot is, and they are going to give him the 20. So it is going to be 3rd down and 5. And what's up, Mactobia?
Yeah.
I see you.
You see some people out there. I don't have the Facebook one up yet. I know Coach Pinson was hitting me up, trying to see what's going on.
Hey, you know, sometimes we're a little bit late to the show due to some technical difficulties, but we're always working to make sure you guys got a product, you know?
Yeah, there's no way to really get it right for sure.
And so Isaiah Hall with the quarterback keeper trying to fight to the outside. He's got some space, cuts it back in. A flag on the play as he enters the end zone. And so by my calculations, been around football a little bit, that's probably a hold, and it is. Unfortunate break as Isaiah Hall broke through the Gainesville defense, waltzed into the end zone, but this one will be moved back.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You saw it happen. There was a lot going on in the middle. I really couldn't see who the hold was by for Lake Worth, but it doesn't matter. Bullfrogs are going to line it up. It looks like right now just a little bit of testing the playbook, kind of see what's open, see what's there. The Bullfrogs kind of having their way with it right now. They're sitting in a spot here. This is a big 3rd down at about 12 to go for the Bullfrogs.
And just checking in, somebody asked for the score. It is 0-0. The game has actually, wow, I can't believe it's already 4 minutes left in the first quarter. 0-0, a couple turnovers for both teams. And here we are. As Lake Worth, a third down and about 12. Isaiah Hall drops back. It's a screenplay. Damian Moore's got the ball, and he's met in the backfield. Or not backfield, but maybe a short gain on the play. Or actually, it is in the backfield. A loss of 1. That'll be 4th down from the 30. Wind at our back. When we go for the field goal. Polito maybe tested here.
Yeah, possibly. You know, right now, to give you guys a little scenario right now with District 4A, for the Bullfrogs and for Gainesville. Bullfrogs, if they could go through and win tonight, they'll clinch a playoff spot and get ready to go play next week for seeding. But right now, they got to take care of this. Hall rolls out to the left-hand side, throws downfield, has Junior Session.
And they're saying incomplete. Yeah. It's hard to see, and I know the camera is not the best tonight, but I could not see the ball hit the ground from here, but no arguments from the Lake Worth sideline.
Yeah, it was a low ball. It was a low ball thrown on the comeback, just a little bit past the 6. Great route ran, just a little bit short there. The Bullfrogs did not want to kick the field goal. They didn't want to choose to do that. They thought they could get the first down, which they had the right position. Just came up just a little bit short on the throw and catch.
So a little bit of a chess match, just moving the ball, trying to get field position here. As Gainesville will take over. They've been in this set with pretty much jumbo formations all night. And they're going to actually pass the ball here. And back to Cornell, Avington's side. And good coverage by the sophomore.
And it looks like they're going to do something that most other teams have not done all season long, and that's continue to pick on Avington because they think they're going to finally get one. There was one team that got one over his head this season, and that was just a miscommunication, a young mistake, keeping his eyes in the backfield, and that was against Decatur on that flea flicker where he was getting ready to stop the run. But other than that, he's been on a shutdown corner all season long. Lockdown corner. There you go.
I love it. 2nd down and 10. Gainesville tossing the ball outside, and they're trying to find some daylight. Near the first down marker, gets pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, flag come in? I didn't see it.
Not too sure. I will tell you this. If you looked at Gainesville's stats, they do like to run the rock.
They do like to run the rock. You know, Gainesville's biggest, I wouldn't say enemy, but their biggest issue this season thus far is that they just do not have a lot on the sidelines. They haven't suited out a whole lot of people this season. And, you know, it's a rebuilding program, but they definitely always come out with a lot of fight, and you're seeing that right now.
And so a 3rd down and 1 here for Gainesville. I can almost guarantee the run is coming. They're going to go back to the halfback toss, and he's got some daylight out to the outside, past the 50, and finally the Bullfrogs bring him out. And I believe that's – who is that made the play? Is that
he's got pushed out of bounds. The grainy on the film, I would tell you, but we're looking at 1990s film right now.
No, I believe that's Aiden Torres that made the push out of bounds there for the Bullfrogs, coming from the weak side. So a big run there by Gainesville. So the 1st down and more, past the 50, down to about the 43-yard line. Lake Worth trying to make a stand. They've given up some plays, but they've also had some great defensive plays, making some big stops. Forced a fumble. Single receiver, far side. A little bit of miscommunication on the sideline. They're going to go ahead and call timeout. Saw the coach coming out of the field yelling, screaming, looks at the side judge, throws up the old T for timeout. And both teams will reconvene on their sideline. So, hey, we're here.
We are here. That's right. We are here, and I'm still trying to troubleshoot that other card to see if we can't get it back up. Oh, and why is it?
Yeah, I was going to say, Joey.
Sorry about that. Anyways, there we go.
And there's the end zone view. Like I said, guys, we are at a little bit of a timeout. Gainesville. You know, credit to them. They have been able to move the ball tonight. Had some moments, but Lake Worth looking to come out with their patent defense. They have been a pretty dominant pass defense team, but of course Gainesville, their number one option is to run the football. If you go look at their stats, it tells a story. As they put a man in motion, the tight end comes out. They go ahead and toss it to his side, to the near side, and in pursuit, I believe was Exase Bakula making the play as the Bullfrogs came up to help him out.
It's a great play from the backside of our Exase Bakula to slow him down and not allow him to get too many yards. He slowed down, gave enough time for everybody to scrape down. Gain of about 3 on the play for the Leopards. 7 to go.
So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a scenario where both teams not really looking to go for field goals tonight, as the wind has been quite howling. As Gainesville fumbles the snap. Quarterback looking to run it, and the Frogs are all over that one, and a big play there on second down as the Bullfrogs take advantage of the muffed snap.
And they're going to, looks like, let's see where they mark it at. What a generous mark that was.
Yeah, because, you would expect forward progression. Oh, no, there's.
Yeah, they gave him a generous mark. They gave him, it was a 2-yard loss.
Well, that's, yeah, okay.
Yeah, they gave him, it's a 2-yard loss. So it looks like now it's 3rd down and 9. Big stop here for the Bullfrogs, what they need to see what the Leopards will do. Will they punt or will they try to keep going for it? Who knows? We're going to see.
So a big 3rd down for the Bullfrog defense and a false start on Gainesville. So back him up another 5.
That right there is crucial for the Bullfrogs and detrimental for the Leopards, because it's one of those things. It's 3rd and 9. You got to take a shot to try to get it, and 3rd and 9 is a lot easier than 3rd and 14, I would think, in terms of stats and probability of making that first down. So now they've had a little bit of success on their run, just kind of penny, nickel, and diming it away, and now they have to go to the air. They haven't been very successful with it yet, but imagine they put a tall guy here on Avington. Just look for it.
Man in motion. They'll go the handoff inside. And the Frogs able to, the ball's out. The ball's out, but it looked to be recovered by Gainesville.
Doesn't even matter.
We'll see. I mean, will they go for it on 4th?
Oh, that was 3rd down. You're right. It does matter. Their coach is coming over.
And that is, I believe,
the end of the first quarter. You're right.
Yes, sir.
I was looking. I was like, oh, was it? No, it wasn't a turnover. It's the end of the first quarter. And we're just not even going to mess with the video anymore on the other card. We're just going to go with what we have. It's a little bit easier.
And so as we end here in the first quarter, a little bit of a surprise. I know some of those Bullfrog fans that are tuning in expected Lake Worth to come in here and handle the Leopards pretty handily. And so far, neither team has put a point on the scoreboard. As we'll see what Gainesville does here. They are on the Lake Worth side of the field. It is 4th down, and I believe 9. It is 4th and 9. Frogs a little mismatch. They're lining up on the wrong side. We'll see what happens here. Does Gainesville, now they have the wind at their back, and it looks like they do have their punter out there, so they will elect to punt this one.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to pin the Bullfrogs. I wouldn't be surprised. The Leopards, you put a leopard in a corner, it's going to try to maul you to death. I wouldn't be surprised here if they don't try to pull something out of old hat trick here.
So interesting enough, nobody back for the Bullfrogs. They're going to let this one bounce any which way. And it's down to the 10. Takes a favorable bounce for Gainesville. And another one, it's still rolling and out at about the 3-yard line. So credit to the kicker. Hey, man, I'm a fan of punting, It's a lost art.
I am a fan, too.
But you love the Bullfrogs, I know.
Well, I'm just saying, once upon a time, 20 years ago, all-district punter. I'm just saying, I'm not patting myself on the back, but, I'm a fan of punters, especially ours. I don't like to punt at all, but when we do, we have Raul Alvarez that's back there, and he's come right along, stepped in, took that position for the Bullfrogs. We haven't seen him punt yet tonight, but, man, the kid's got a leg for days. But congrats there for the Leopard punter.
Yeah, you don't hear too much talk about the punters, but, man, it's a patent coffin kick right there. Here we go. The run, Damian Moore trying to fight through the middle. Going to be met at the second level, and a gain of about 7 on the play. So good power run there by Damian Moore, fighting through and picking up more than expected, actually 8 yards.
Yeah, what you like to see there, sometimes the offensive line just starts to start bullying forward whenever it is a cluster. But Bullfrogs, the linemen were trying to pick players off and hit them to get them off the pile to move it forward, and they got 8 out of it. Great job.
It's a run here again to Damian Moore. He's got the first down and Moore. Still on his feet somehow. And a gain of about 15 on the play.
Man, for the kid that is a primary basketball player, he's doing a fine job this season at running back. Last year he was a running back for the JV and moved up there at the end of the season and has done a phenomenal job thus far.
Trips formation out to the near side. And they're going to go to a Demarion Polti trying to get a wide receiver screen. He's turning it upfield. He's got some space. Cutting it back to the middle. Past the 50. To the 30. Will he make it to the 20? He's got men in trail. And he makes it all the way in. Oh, my gosh. Demarion Polti, a burst of speed out of the backfield. Looked like he was caught. And explodes into the end zone.
No flags on the play. That right there, I don't know. I lost count. This season, number 16. I'm not sure. I have to look at it. But I think that's 16 on the season for that young man right there. And we've seen that similar play very often for the Bullfrogs.
And there you go, Chris. Just at 0-0. Change that score. It's 6-0 pending the extra point. And a great play there by Demarion Polti. As now a flag is thrown. Haven't seen that. Wonder what that call is, but Chris, you asked when did we come through Denton today. We came through, I don't know when Joey went through, but I was through there at about 4:30, 5 o'clock, sitting in traffic all the way up.
I didn't. I avoided. I came up 287, the back roads, baby.
There you go.
The great thing in Texas about coming to the back roads this time of year, saw a little 6-point buck. Oh, man. It's about hunting season. It's about time to get here.
And so Polito going to line up to kick this extra point. And we'll see if Gainesville, how they react to the double clutch. And here we go. There it is. And the kick is up from Polito and through the uprights. And the extra point is good. So Bullfrogs lead here 7-0. 10:41 here in the second quarter. So finally the Frogs on the board.
Yeah, finally the Frogs on the board. That's what we want to see, but finally somebody's on the board. 10:41 left to go in this second quarter of play here in Gainesville, Texas. This broadcast tonight is brought to you by the Eagle's Nest. And, I've been working my tail off trying to get this video up, and I'll tell you right now, the only thing that could make me feel any better now
Joey?
is a nice, tall, cold glass of that pristine ice water there at Eagle's Nest. You got to stop by there and get some of that good water. Maybe some of that golden nectar sweet tea. I don't know. Y'all stop by there. They have great breakfast. They have great wings. I love to go by there and watch a game, catch a college game, football, high school game, not high school, NFL games. I've been trying to get our broadcast on some of these, at some of the local places there back home, but nobody's bought on it yet. Maybe because they see the technical difficulties early on. But
hey,
anyways.
Man. Hey, come on.
I try. We try.
Look, a lot of teams around the state of Texas don't even have this yet, so,
I know. You'll take 90s film over any film, right?
Exactly.
Like over no film, we'll take the 90s green right now.
Right, guys? Right?
Yeah, right. Everybody applaud in the chat.
I don't want to see any hate. Come on. We do a lot. Joey does most of it. All right, and the kick is up. Polito, it's a short kick, of course, kicking into the wind. He muffs the kick. He called for a fair catch, and a pile forms. I believe Gainesville did fall on top of it. But, man, he called for the fair catch. You better come down with it. Nobody was really even near him.
The Bullfrog offense coming back out again.
Oh, no. Is it? Oh, no.
It sure is.
You might be right. Wow.
This is, once again, referees let us down by not getting excited on the field.
Yeah, I'm like, well, nobody really did. Even the Lake Worth and Gainesville players were just like, oh,
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. So here we go. I guess Great starting field position for the Bullfrogs as Isaiah Hall takes the helm. And he fakes the handoff, play action, a shot up the middle. He's got a man. It's Dominic Alvarez trying to fight to the end zone, and he's in. He's in. The first touchdown of the season for Dominic Alvarez.
Man, that guy right there, I tell you what, he deserves that. I remember in the summertime when we were doing 7-on-7, the guy, he was always doing the lineman challenge and doing the stuff that he needed to do there, and he'd always come in, and after the game was over, he'd go, man, I was here. You could have put me in. Could have put me. I was like, oh, Dominic, I didn't see you. So he got in there. Great athlete. He's a great tight end, and he finally got him one. Congrats right there for Dominic, for sure.
It was funny because you knew no one in this stadium was going to stop that man. He looked like he could have been taken down. He's like, no, this is my one opportunity. I'm getting in the end zone.
Get off me.
As the Bullfrogs attempt the extra point, Polito, straight and true right down the middle, splits the uprights. Bullfrogs lead 14-0. Nice little turn of events. That's 14 points in a span of, 30 seconds? Not even?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty quick. Yeah, that was just, after a game a couple weeks ago and regrouping everything else, one of the big things to the Bullfrogs that's given them so much success this season is that when they've been hitting on all cylinders of football, offense, defense, special teams, whether it's punt team, punt return team, kickoff, kick return team, and right there just shows you every time Polito would kick the ball out of the end zone, everybody on the kicking team would run through the end zone. And that right there shows you why they don't give up and why they run through as fast as they can to get down there. Great job by the Bullfrogs.
I love the effort, too. It's I mentioned they started out a little slow. We expected them to be a little bit, further along. But, hey, took them a little time, but then they get 14 points on the board.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. Y'all listen to that band play.
Okay.
Yeah, so, we got a grainy 90s film going right now, but here at halftime, we are 10 minutes and 34 seconds left in this first half.
Want to give a quick shout-out and a proud mama bear in the chat. Shout out to Stacy Alvarez. I'm sure she's enjoying the moment, too. Going to tell Dominic what a great job and what a great game he's going to have tonight. As the Bullfrogs kick off, Polito, another good kick again. And Gainesville looking to return this one and only getting to about the 34 or so yard, 34-yard line. But, yeah, shout out Stacy Alvarez. Dominic's a great kid, and, man, he deserves it.
Yeah, you can't say enough about the kid. Whenever you are a position player, tight end, running back, receiver, anything, one of those things you got to knock off your checklist is a district touchdown or even just a touchdown on your season, and he got it in district play. Great job.
And, shout out to Mactovia, too. I see you guys in here. Appreciate you guys. Some of the middle school guys coming in, tuning in as Gainesville tossing the rock here and through the receiver's hands as Lakeworth catching a break there as the man was wide open. But, hey, we'll take what we can get,
They continue to test the sophomore, Cornell Avington, and I'm just telling you, like, college coaches, anybody that's tuning in, that kid's just a sophomore, didn't have a whole lot of height, and everybody thinks, like, I could throw the ball up. Well, he may not be able to jump with you, but he's going to play that ball on the way down and knock it out every time anyway.
Gainesville now with two receivers to the far side of the field. A little wider receiver screen action, and there's Cornell Avington trying to make the play. He does break the tackle and gets to about the first down marker, depending on the spot. It is going to be close. And we'll see, and the near side sideline judge is ruling first down, so move those chains.
We're trying to do what we can. This little camera that we have here right now is not doing us any favors at all. So sorry for the sketchy movement there. Try to zoom in. I don't want to zoom out too much because you can't see anything.
Yeah, right. And a toss to the weak side. And breaking through the middle, he's got some space. The first down and more. Down to about the 39-yard line, the Bullfrog 39.
So the Leopards having a little success there, trying to do a little ground and pound there down the middle.
Hey, good call there, Chris. Saying hopefully we can hit 100 in the chat tonight. I believe probably with Facebook and YouTube, we might be hitting near that mark. But, hey, go ahead and share the feed if you guys would. That would be awesome. Get you guys spreading the good word of Lake Worth football. Flag does fly here. Offsides on the Bullfrogs. Cornell Avington was targeted once again. He's going to stop the pass, but that was offside. So going to have to move that ball up 5 yards.
Yeah, they're going to continue to do that right there. Those are one of those plays back in the day used to be almost a touchdown every time. A whistle blows, player stops, doesn't play the whistle, and they get that free shot. Luckily, Avington was still alert there and didn't allow them to take that. Allow them to catch that free shot, and that's what you want to see is just playing through the whistle. Bullfrogs defense now up against the wall a little bit.
And so here we go. Second down and 5. First down and 5, that is, and cut into the outside and brought down from behind. Craig Williams trying to make the play and gets flagged for what looked like a horse collar tackle.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to ride him into the sunset there. He grabbed the back of that the horse collar pretty bad. Although, if you're looking at it from perspective of football, he did it wasn't it didn't hurt him. He just pulled him down and.
Yeah, I agree.
But it is what it is. We're safety is main key in football these days because we like to keep the sport going. So I'll take that penalty.
And a pretty cool moment there. I don't know if you caught that. Demarion Polti and Craig Williams chatting it up with the sideline judge, just kind of checking in, seeing what the call was, and it looked like it was a pretty meaningful conversation. They even patted each other's back on the way out there. So good sportsmanship from the Bullfrogs. 2 receivers, one out to the far side, one to the near side, and they're going to go back to the toss. Frogs unable to bring him down at the line of scrimmage, fighting through, still on his feet. Near the first down marker, a push still happening, and down to the 10, about 2 yards shy from the first.
And so this is the thing that gets the Bullfrogs in a little bit of a bind, where it looks like the tackle could have been made sooner. They're standing him up and trying to strip the ball, and it ends up in extra positive yards. I get it. The Bullfrogs already got one turnover by doing that earlier, so I understand the method to the madness there.
So the Bullfrogs defending in the red zone now. It'll be 2nd down and 2 as a man in motion for Gainesville. Lining up now. Tight formation. They're going to go back to the toss. Cuts it back inside, still on his feet, and Gainesville is in, and they score for the first time tonight on a little toss. They've been working that play pretty well all night. Unfortunately, the Frogs unable to stop them.
Yeah, and so on that, you're seeing what happens. You're seeing what happens whenever they bring that. You have an imbalance against the defense, and it's turned out successful for them. They're bringing over a man in motion, a guy out of the backfield as well, and it turns into being the field goes up, and it's good for the Leopards. But what you're seeing that it turns out that there's 2 more offensive blockers coming out than there are defensive players on that side of the ball.
You know what, too? It's 20 yards on penalties on that drive as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, Bullfrogs got to limit those penalties. Credit where credit's due to Gainesville, able to run that toss play. So Bullfrogs got a little bit of work ahead of them. 14-7 is the score with 8 minutes, 3 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, we're right here 14-7. It's very much a ball game here. First quarter seemed like it went by super fast. I felt like we wasn't here the whole. It didn't last the whole 12 minutes.
Well, you kind of weren't here for a little bit. You got to fit.
You're right. I was off in technical la-la land there for a little while.
He's my tech guy. He's the heart and soul of this radio, the Lake Worth broadcast, formerly Bullfrog Radio, still Bullfrog Radio on Facebook. We've just expanded.
Yeah, now we're Lake Worth ISD broadcast as well.
You just wear a lot of hats,
You know what? I do.
Renaissance man.
Renaissance man. There you go.
All right, here we go. So Gainesville will go to kick this one off. Bullfrogs are up short on this one. They're prepared for a short kick, and it is. And that, I believe, is that Damian Moore? I'm not too sure, because in a little late extracurricular activity. That's not Damian Moore. I believe that's not too sure. I do have the roster in front of me. That is Dante Reese.
My 1990s film here with this graininess, I couldn't even zoom in to see a jersey number. So it is what it is. Got a little chippy there at the end. No flag came in as the play just kind of, momentum kind of fell into a block there.
All right, the Frog offense will take over. And they're going to run this back to Damian Moore. A little counter play. He's coming to the backside. He's got some space. He's got the first down at least. I like that. Chris McMullen said it. I kind of mentioned it earlier. Damian Moore with the first down and more.
Yeah, Damian Moore just taking more. You know, it's really good whenever you can kind of balance and run the ball and throw the ball. And the Bullfrogs have just been really good at that all season long. And so
get that play action rolling.
You get that little play action rolling. Little RPOs, all that good stuff.
So trips formation out to the right. Isaiah Hull riding out to the right and unable to find anything. Got on his horse there. Did not find the decision to throw downfield and is going to just take this one out of bounds. As I'm trying to find the situation on the chains, I only see one marker over there. Yeah, I believe so. Where's the other chain?
There he is. He's picking it up.
I was like, what is
I think the chain maybe come unsnapped, maybe? I'm not sure.
I don't know. But the Bullfrogs will be picking up here on a second down, and I believe 11 might have got back to the line. But now they're going to go back to a trips formation now on the left side. See if Isaiah rolls out. He's going to keep this one. He fakes the handoff and fights through the middle and picks up roughly 5 on the play. So 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, great job, great decision there by the Bullfrogs. You know, they love to play this accordion, and I like to see that happen. Spread them out, bring them in, spread them out, and then, you know, try to hit that high note somewhere in between, and we'll see what happens here on this next one.
So here we go. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Isaiah Hall drops back. He's going to take a shot. He's got a man, but it's underthrown. Oh, no. Almost picked off there. Lakeworth actually catching a break. They did have a man beat. I believe that was Mark Fulkerson on the far side.
Yeah, they did. You know, and it's been a year between Isaiah Hall and Mark Fulkerson, just trying to get that connection really, really going. Last year, Mark Fulkerson and Lakeworth alumni Caleb Welch, you know, they had a really great year last year, and Mark and Isaiah is not really able to get together on this.
And here's Mr. Raul Alvarez's chance to make a great punt and a favorable roll for the Frogs. And, man, the game of the punters. Down to the 6-yard line, a favorable roll for the Frogs. Raul Alvarez with a great punt.
No relation at all.
Nope. But they both got that good flow going. You know, they got the hairdo and sometimes playing tight end together.
Those of you that are watching on Facebook, and you get all the captions that come up, sorry, sometimes it captions something that we didn't even say. I saw something that said Canelo. I was like, what is that? I didn't say that.
It's not Saturday night.
Yeah, it's not Saturday Night Fights. What's going on?
All right. So Gainesville pinned near. That's the Gainsworth game. Lakeworth, Gainesville. And they're going to toss it at Cornell Avington. And it's a jump ball and brought down. No, it's Cornell Avington on the coverage. Good coverage there. Knocking the ball loose.
That's exactly what I talk about. I mean, if some of these coaches would listen to what I say on the broadcast, they'd understand. It doesn't matter how tall the kid is. Whenever the receiver comes down with the ball, he knows that he can't jump with him, so he plays through the ball on the receivers. On the receivers on the way down, he plays through the ball, and every time that's happened, I can't tell you 10, 12 times this season where he's played through and disrupted that.
Single receiver out to the far side. They're going with the toss and trying to find some room as Gainesville. They're going to be close to that first down marker, depending on the spot, and about a yard shy.
Yeah, that was a great job by the Bullfrogs. But once again, you know, they're bowling down. They're bowling downfield, and at some point in time, somebody's got to just dive in there and cut some legs out to slow it down. And I mean, you hate to say that because it's kind of, you know, frowned upon to cut some legs out. But you know what I mean. Just get in there. And you gotta stop the pile.
And it looks like just a sneak through the middle, trying to get enough room, and judging by the side judge, it will be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him about 3 yards on that play, 2 yards past the first. So Gainesville did their strength there, and that's just create a mustard ball and just roll it forward.
Hey, whatever works, you know. You only need a yard.
I guess I shouldn't say mustard ball because they might think I'm talking about a bunch of flags. But
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, like there's some mustard on that lettuce.
Yeah. You know, I haven't said that in a while, but
here we go.
Johnny Wheeler, I miss that man.
And the toss once again. The Frogs look to be all over this one, as he's going to be brought down after a gain of 1. It looks like a gain of 1. So 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, great job there by Junior Session right there, stopping that where it, before he could get any more yards, it kind of came off his block and got low and created a little cluster there that he was able to get to the running back. Great job there. Stop for, was it about 2 yards or 3 yards? What did you get there?
Well, it looks like they're going to end up with 3 yards, I believe. So, 2nd down, 7 yards to go for Gainesville. 2 receivers out. They're going to take a shot, and it's short, and Isaiah Hall picks it off. He's got some room to the 20, and right near the 10, he is brought down. Isaiah Hall, not only a quarterback, but one of the better safeties in this district, able to secure the interception and, I guess, win the ball back for himself.
Yeah, last year Isaiah Hall set Lake Worth's district record. He broke that record. That record had not been broken since, I believe, 2000 or 2001. He broke it last season, and I believe for him, I want to say that's number 4 or 5 on the season for him this year. So not quite to that 9 yet, but there's still plenty of football to go around.
So great job there by the Lake Worth defense. Isaiah Hall takes a snap, hands it off to Damian Moore, coming to the backside, trying to fight, still on his feet. And it looks like he is finally going to be brought down as the pile finally gets to him. But a gain of about 5. It looks like the ball was spotted at the 11, so there is a chance for a first down if they get it past the 1. But
yeah, the Bullfrogs, good field position after an interception. I mean, you can't complain with that at all. The first down play, 4 yards, 5 yards. I can't gauge it. 4 yards. They have it marked on the board over there. 4 yards. Great job. 2 more times, and you're in the end zone.
So Isaiah Hall takes the snap. It's QB power. He's going right through the middle and in. Isaiah Hall with the touchdown and a little bit of extracurricular activity in the end zone. He was in about 7 yards into the end zone, was finally brought down. A little bit excessive. That'll probably be tagged on to the kickoff. Yeah,
I imagine it will be. I guess unless Coach Welch, I'm not sure if it's a dead ball foul, so it should be on the kickoff for sure, unless it's against Lake Worth.
And we're trying to find. There's the white hat. Trying to step past Isaiah Hall. There's a personal foul on the defense. So, there you go.
So that will be assessed on the kickoff. You can't put that on. If it was a live ball foul, it would give them half the distance to the goal. Bullfrogs probably would have went for 2, but it's a dead ball foul, so there's no choice with it. He has to take it at the kickoff.
So Abraham Polito back to kick the extra point. It is up. It looks good, and it is.
Oh, man, the snap on that was a little tough as Isaiah Hall caught the snap kind of in his armpit, and being that the Leopards didn't bring a bunch of pressure, he had time to put it down.
Shout out to Will Thompson. I'll give you the shout out for Joey. You got a shout out from Will Thompson, so pass it along to you. And Chris McMullen, are they landing a plane in the end zone? No, there's some little bit of Gainesville in the background.
Just give you guys an update of a major game in this district. Hershey and Decatur is playing tonight, and Decatur is beating Hershey right now 7-0.
That's music to my ears.
7-0 is what we're seeing happen right there.
Do you have a time frame?
I don't have a time frame yet. Whoever's giving that update on the Decatur game, if you have a time on that, please drop it in the chat. Appreciate it. Hey, gotta give a shout out always to Mama Nina Stuccio for
hey, Mom.
for tuning in.
Hope you're hanging through the storm up there in Philadelphia.
Yes, yes, yes. The score, those of y'all that are tuning in, the score right now on Facebook and YouTube, Bullfrogs are leading 21-7, 4 minutes left to go in the first half of play. It looks like right now I got an update on Max Preps. The Decatur-Hershey game's tied at 14 apiece with under a minute left to go in the second quarter. Thanks to some help here in the Gainesville press box, giving us that update. He's getting a chance to hear a whole earful of hometown football calling here.
Hey, good news for the Frogs here. With the penalty enforced, they're going to have a short field, and they're going to go for the onside kick. A good bounce. The ball's loose, and Lakeworth recovers.
Wow.
So the kick was short. It was short, but a Gainesville player decided to go for it, and, man, he was hit. The ball knocked loose.
And right there, it's getting chippy afterwards as one of the Leopards hit McAnally in the back on the way there. I understand you getting a little chippy. You see it here. But what happened here, that's a picture. It wasn't a picture-perfect hop on the kickoff, but the player that was going to catch it, Lakeworth Bullfrogs did what they're supposed to. They hit the guy right in the chest, and he coughed the ball up. Great job for the Bullfrogs.
And want to touch, Chris, I believe Antonio is correct. We did check it. It's 14-14. Isaiah Hall got Mark Fulkerson. There's the connection. So finally gets a pass completed. Not for much, though. Gain of about 2 or 3 on the play.
Yeah, they're going to give him a few yards there. Great job, little connection there. A little flat play for the Bullfrogs. You know, you don't see that a lot. And Isaiah Hall is coming out getting rid of it quick, so I like to see that progression in play.
Little bunch formation, and now they shift for the Frogs. They go to the other side, back to the bunch on the right now. They're going to go back to the halfback toss. Damian Moore finding some room. He's got some space. Has the first down, still on his feet. Fighting, keeps fighting. The ball is knocked loose, and it's recovered by Gainesville. No way. The ball was brought out near the 5-yard line, and somehow Gainesville able to rip that one loose and fall on it.
This game is becoming a little bit of the battle of the turnovers and special teams is what it's looking like right now. And that's unfortunate for the Bullfrogs. But, you know, I play the game and view the game from all different angles. And what I look at right now, what I see is I see that one play ago, the Bullfrogs were kicking and they got the recovery. Now, Gainesville has to start on their own 4-yard line. So good defensive position for the Bullfrogs. I hated that there was a turnover there, but let's see what this defense does.
Good news is Frogs were able to pick up an interception last time around. Now Gainesville, of course, likes to run the rock, but time not on their side. 3:22 here left in the second quarter. And I'm not sure. They're waiting for something right now on the football field. Talking to one of the receivers is the sideline judge. Just trying to...
And they're trying to bring their big receiver on to Marion Polti here this near side. And let's see what comes out of this.
So probably going to be lock man coverage for Demarion Polti. As they're going to go ahead and toss. And he almost was caught in the end zone, but he's still on his feet. He's got the first down. And, yeah, it is getting a little chippy, a little bit of a late hit there. But the Frogs, they have a lot of space to defend. As there was trying to be a substitution there, and Gainesville snaps the ball anyway, and a good defensive recovery. Lakeworth was not set, but able to make the play.
There's a flag on the play on the far side.
Is it too many men on the field?
It looked like illegal substitution.
Yeah, shout out Zach. See you, man. It's going well. Miss you in the booth.
So I'm not sure that there's an illegal substitution for the Bullfrogs. There could possibly been too many men on the field, but illegal substitution I don't think is the right call because the defense can bring people in and out no matter what.
You just got to get your guys off the field.
You got to get them off the field. So, I don't know. Josh, you're out there listening. You're probably in the stands over there. You have to tell me later if that was the wrong call.
Well, Lake Worth, that penalty is going to hurt.
Well, right now the clock is for the Bullfrogs and against the Leopards as we're at 3 minutes and counting here. The clock is rolling already.
Man in motion. That's one of the linemen in motion. I guess in playing tight end. We go ahead with a little counter play, and he's got some daylight. And he's still on his feet to the 50 and out of bounds. So a solid gain of about 30 on the play. A little counter action from Gainesville.
Yeah, that little counter trap that they ran there, that's a good play for them. You can kind of see now if a man moves quickly in motion, they're going to do that speed sweep out to the right side or left side. And now I kind of have it pinned down. If they move a big man, the counter's coming. I'm not Tony Romo, and I can't really call him like that. But, I mean, I can kind of try to read it a little bit.
And there's the handoff to the outside. And still on his feet and finally brought down Damian Moore. Gain of about 8 on the play. It's Lake Worth still trying to stop this run game from Gainesville.
Yeah, and right now it's just a matter of Bullfrogs out trying to catch up to it.
And they run it this time, but stopped in the backfield. Good play by the Bullfrogs. A loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, and, the unfortunate thing for the Bullfrogs here, I just sitting there watching that play right there. Raul Alvarez is made his way through and is looking at the referee as the lineman's holding him back. He's looking at the referee saying, "Do you not see this guy?" And it just happened to be they stopped the ball right in front of him. He jumped on the pile too. So there you go.
So a third down situation. And third down and about 3 yards. Gainesville, of course, been able to run the ball, so would expect them to try to power this through.
Countdown just about a minute right here.
There's your man in motion. We'll see if they go to the counter, Tony. That's what we call you now. And it's not. It's the toss. And a first down. He gets by. Ooh, what? Interesting spot. They spot him right at the marker. It's going to be a first down anyway, but I don't know. I thought he got maybe a little bit more, but that's just me. Thankful for the spot.
Yeah, I'll take the spot. Anytime it's a Bullfrog spot, I'll take the spot.
Yeah. As Gainesville, they're trying to hurry up. Of course, not too much time on the clock. Get you the update in just a second. As they're going to go to the handoff. No, it's a pass play action, but a flag flies. And, of course, that's going to be a false start.
There you go.
59 seconds on the clock, so Gainesville really got to force their hand here and throw the rock. They don't have the time to keep running the ball.
Yeah, and so, but they've had a couple of gouge runs here lately. I would not think that they're going to take a shot right here. I think they're going to try to run. They're trying to run the ball and try to gouge out a little bit and maybe think that they're running back and try to slide out and get some open room. Timeout called here by the Leopards.
That's got, one left.
White hat, yeah, up here. Call the timeout for whoever it is. Okay, he's not going to. So I'm going to say it's for the Leopards. I heard the announcer say for the Leopards. So Bullfrogs still have 3 timeouts remaining in this half, but 59 seconds left to go in this first half of play. And like I said, when we get to halftime, we're going to try to figure out a camera situation, try to move a couple things around, try to get you guys a much better view. But we're not going to interrupt we're going to stay live on the voice of Bullfrog Radio. But we are going to roll over to the camera option and see if we can get a better film the second half.
Wait, you just saw that? Oh no, the white hat just gave the timeout.
He just gave the timeout as it's over?
Yeah, he literally pointed to Gainesville. He's like, there's a timeout. And he wrote down his book.
Yeah, it's their last timeout. Did you guys get that? Okay.
Yeah, I think they still might have. Do they have? I think they have, 0. 0.
Well, yep.
They took it off. So, yeah, I mean, interesting. I'm a little, so I don't know. Well, do they go back to the run if they don't have timeouts? I don't know. Hey, I'm not the coach, but we'll see what they come up with here. Man in motion. And here's a snap. They are going to hand it off to the outside. He pushes down his own player. And, man, he's going to be brought down. And, man, a guy is injured on the play. He stiff-armed the back of the helmet of his own player. And he's getting off the field slowly. He looks to be okay. And he's going to go ahead and lay down. Smart move there. Get himself off the field. Unfortunate break there from Gainesville. But, hey, it does stop the clock for him. I don't know. I'm not. It was real. But I'm
yeah. Now they're running the clock.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't stop indefinitely. Just enough time to get him off the field.
So here comes Gainesville. We'll see if they go to a shot against Cornell Avington. Nope, they're going to run it again to the outside. He's not even going to fight to go to the outside and possibly get the ball out of bounds. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 11 with the clock just ticking down.
They're going to take one shot right here. That's all they have time to do is take one shot.
10 seconds on the clock. Here's a snap. Sits back. He launches one up. Avington's there, and it is caught. But 2 seconds, as soon as the ball's spotted, the clock will run. And here we go. The ball is spotted, and
they should already run the clock.
There's the signal.
That's their white hat.
And they're going to give them .1. Wow,
that's
homer call.
Yeah. I can't blame them. We do homer calls on the radio station all night long. The white hat knew what was going on there. It's all good. It's all gravy. He's going to try to take a shot now, and a little frustrated there with the relaxed play there. But the Bullfrogs know what they're doing. So let's see what's going to go on. I think they really thought that it was going to be blown dead as well.
Well, Frogs have to make a stand, or they're going to go for the field goal attempt here. So we'll see what happens. I think it's a smart call here by Gainesville. High snap. The Frogs are there to block it. They can still pick it up. And it looks like nobody's going to be able to pick it up and run. So that will mark the end of the first half as the Bullfrogs lead 21-7.
Bullfrogs lead 21-7. Y'all, we're gonna leave the mics on so you guys can hear the band, but we're gonna try to figure out this situation here with the cameras.
Performing their complete 2021 competition show, A New Beginning, we present the Bullfrog Marching Band.
Hey, y'all that are tuning in at home, we would love to give you guys, try to give you guys audio for the field for Lake Worth Band. We're trying to give you guys audio for it. There's just please excuse, we're open up and we have fans in front of us, so anything that's said that's not us. That's just we're trying to give you guys an experience so you guys can kind of hear the band play. We're going to take a short voice break, but our video, pristine video, is back up, and we have the scoreboard up too. So y'all get something to eat, come back. We'll see you guys back here, and you see the clock there here in about 20 minutes.
Está en mi carro. Está en el carro.
You wear glasses? Same with Torres.
I wear glasses all the time.
I know, that's what I was like. Look at the Spider-Man on the field.
What?
Spider.
Gentlemen, introducing the 2021 Gainesville Red Coat Marching Band. Band is being led onto the field by drum majors Kellernew and Pedro Rico. Officers are Aiden Kemp, Kellernew, Katie Bolivar, Cecily Corona, Benny Rodriguez, Alexa Rivas, Michaela Davis, Jennifer Ahan, Kayla Rico, and Edith Maestro. This week's band member of the week is Johanny Barron. Section of the week is, wait for it, the Clarinets. No yelling on the field, kids, too late. The band will be performing the entirety of the UIL marching show as they get ready for area tomorrow. A hero within. Start the pre-show music. Sugar? See our featured soloist on the G, Edith Costa. That's your report, folks. soloist by Wreck and Drop Group. This is our Halloween costume show. Hope you enjoy the nice music that goes along with the Halloween. We're about to spell something. Okay, it's supposed to be moved, but we got kids on the 40, 35. But that's all staying for the first time, folks. The band would like to thank its corporate sponsors, the Leopards Auto Group, San Fran Seats USA, I hope I'm saying that right. Running Red Food Store for sponsoring our organization. We would like to thank you. We'd also like to thank our other corporate sponsor, Taco Casa, for feeding the band today. Don't get too close to a band member. Directors for the Redcoat Marching Band, Tony Daniels, Carlos Spangler, Baba Bailey, John York, and Jennifer Wurgis. Let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for your Gainesville Redcoat Marching Band.
All right, here we go, folks. We're coming right back at it. We're ready to go now. We got the good video up. You can see some jersey numbers now, I think. Let's zoom in over there. We might be able to see some stuff over there across the field as the Bullfrogs get ready. See what we got. Oh, we can see jerseys now. Look at that there. Looky there. We can see jersey numbers now. We figured out what the problem was. It only took me just a little minute, but I didn't want to waste any time for y'all watching the game. And you got that clock there now. You can see it. Nice and good view. If you guys are just tuning in, we're in Gainesville, Texas. Bullfrogs on the road against the Gainesville Leopards. Bullfrogs have the upper hand right now, 21-7, as we get ready to kick off of this second half of play. Bullfrogs trying to continue with a little bit of momentum, but the Leopards have not. The Leopards have not given up at all. These guys here are trying to fight it tooth and nail throughout. They've done a great job trying to run against the Bullfrogs. The Bullfrogs, it's been a little bit of a battle of turnovers and special teams and penalties.
Yep.
And, you know, those are things that really can decide a game for you, for sure. And so we're getting ready to get this thing kicked off as the Bullfrogs had elected to take the ball in the second half. So Leopards getting ready to kick it off.
And here we go. And so something to note is that the fact that the Lake Worth Bullfrogs are scooted up a little bit due to the wind. The wind is, oh, wow, a short squib kick. It bounces off one of the Lake Worth players, and it looks like it is going to be recovered by Gainesville. So right off looked like the shin, I believe that was Dante Reese. And actually, wait, now they're signaling it back to the Lake Worth side, and I believe that's due to the ball bouncing off him and going out of bounds.
Yes, the ball went out of bounds. That's what I was seeing here. I'm waiting to see what they were going to make the call. And the referees aren't making this game any easier. As we saw it get a little chippy there in the first half, the referees aren't making it any easier. We're going to see what happens here. And so it is
Lake
the
Worth
Bullfrogs ball. You know, we're a Homer team, so we like to see Homer things happen, and there's one for you.
So Lake Worth catching a break there. The ball's been, you know, sputtering on all over tonight, and hopefully Lake Worth can take care of it here as they're going to go ahead and go to Polti on the jet sweep. He's got some space near that first down marker. See where the official spot is. It's about a yard shy. So Lake Worth, and you know, something to take note of, last time Lake Worth had the ball, got it down to about the 5-yard line on a big run from Damian Moore, in which he fumbled the ball right there near the goal line as Gainesville took the ball right there at half. And they were going to possibly have a field goal until it was blocked, as Lake Worth now going with a halfback toss. It's Damian Moore fighting through, and he's got the first down, a gain of about 5 on the play, and move those chains. It's going to be spotted at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, great job there. I mean, the Bullfrogs caught a break there to start this half off. Almost started off in bad position, but they caught a break. I'm going to make that scoreboard a little bit smaller for y'all.
And now Junior Session, the near side receiver. And they're going to go ahead and hand it off to Damian Moore. Why not? And a good pickup here on first down. He fights through the line, a little counter play. And it's a gain of about 5. So 2nd and 5 for the Frogs at the 29.
I'd like to take a moment and thank everybody so much for hanging on during halftime, hanging in there, and staying on the stream. We got the video worked out. Good to go now. Bullfrogs are leading it here, 21-7, top of the third quarter. If you're just joining us, broadcast brought to you by the Eagles Nest, just up the road from Lake Worth High School. Stop by there this weekend, catch a game, catch some hot wings, and nice tall cold glass ice water.
That is Isaiah Hall with the quarterback keeper. He's got some space, fighting to the sideline, trying to stay in bounds. And I believe they blew the whistle. And there's flag. Actually, they said he was in. I didn't see a ref signal for a touchdown. Did not see the hands go up. And there is a flag down. And, of course, on a big run play, and you see some mustard on that lettuce, you assume it's going to be a hold.
Mustard on the lettuce, and that's what he did. He called the hold there. And a good crowd here, both sides. Lake Worth a little bit more sparse than normal, but a lot of people tuning in online. It was a bit of a drive to try to get up here, but it's a little chilly out there tonight. Not everybody's ready for it.
And a shift here from the Bullfrog offense. Bunches out to the right. They're going to go ahead and toss it to Damian Moore on the right side, trying to fight through. Lowers his shoulders, tries to power through, but is going to be stopped after a gain of about 6.
And you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You keep running the ball.
And so now on the right hash, Bullfrogs getting the call as they're hustling out to their spots. 2 receivers on the left. That is Mark Fulkerson and Junior Session. And I formation. They're going to go ahead and run the ball to Damian Moore. He's trying to find a seam. He breaks through and gets the first down. So 1st and goal now for the Bullfrogs. I believe. I haven't seen anything yet. Maybe something I'm missing.
There was a flag that came in there. I'm not sure. Somebody said something or what was going on here. Let's see. Personal foul.
Offsetting. Wait, no.
No, unsportsmanlike conduct against Lake Worth. Not exactly sure. I think maybe somebody's down there maybe said something on there because I didn't see anything else going on. Well, Bullfrogs,
Penalties.
it's the story of the penalties tonight.
It's been a struggle for a couple games. And, I know these emotions are running high. And these teams, I know, want to beat Lake Worth this year. Of course, coming into this game, 7-1. A little bit of target on the back for Lake Worth this year. Having some success. You know what they say, with success come the haters. So you gotta stay in your game.
It's a combination of success, and then with the Leopards, just their backs against the wall. They really have to win tonight to try to stay in contention for some playoff action. And, nobody wants to see a game come to, or a season come to an end, but the Bullfrogs are trying to put a nail in the coffin here.
Play action. He's got a man. Samaria Polti wide open. Touchdown, Bullfrogs. A little play action with Isaiah Hall finding Demarion Polti absolutely wide open on the left side of the field and waltzes in.
And the referees now are they're getting it seems like there's I don't know what it is, but as soon as Demarion Polti scored, he threw a flag. I imagine it's not going to come back, but it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct.
And here we go. Let's see what the call is. Unsportsmanlike.
Somebody cried at halftime, and that's exactly what you're seeing here. There was no contact. Apparently it's verbal attack is what it is, and the referees just aren't going to put up with it. So it would have been great if they would have called the game starting from the beginning of the game that way, and that's what makes it difficult for young players. I mean, you only imagine, you played football, I played football, you played basketball, I played basketball. We play sports, young men coming in themselves, testosterone heavy, all that good stuff. Yeah. And you see what's happening. So it's going to be penalized after on the kickoff because it was a dead ball foul. So the Bullfrogs are going to line up for Bullfrogs are going to line up for.
Looks like they're going for two. Looks like they're actually going to go for it, and they are. Isaiah Hall takes a snap. Trying to juke one guy. He does, and he's in the end zone. So a 2-point conversion here. And another flag. It looked like Isaiah Hall also had something to say there at the end. And, man, it's just
this is just getting pitiful.
I mean, hey, you gotta walk away from the situation. I know both coaches are probably gonna get a little bit of talk from the refs and hopefully tell them, hey, here's what's going on. Here's what we want to see. As this probably offsets the advantage that the Frogs had on the kickoff.
Man, this has just gotten ridiculous. It's gotten ridiculous.
3 straight plays.
3 straight personal fouls against the Bullfrogs. I'm a Homer radio station. I can't say too much because then it's going to start looking bad. And
wait, hold on. When they scored the touchdown, was that unsportsmanlike against Lake Worth?
Unsportsmanlike against Lake Worth. I think they were saying something about maybe, I don't know who's. I can't say who said anything. All I know, as soon as Demarion Polti went in the end zone, they threw a flag. He was all by himself. There's nobody 10 yards from him.
I was under the assumption it was against Gainesville, so that's my mistake.
No, that's 3 personal flags against Lake Worth. 3 personal fouls automatically. Like right off the bat. Start the half off.
So, and now Lake Worth is going to be kicking, and I've never seen this before. They're going to be kicking, it looks like, at the 10-yard line. The 10. Let's say it again. The 10-yard line.
Yeah, the 10-yard line. It's
wow. So, and just for you viewers at home, looking at the north side of the field, the flags are blowing inwards towards the south, so the Frogs kicking into the wind. This will give Gainesville some favorable field position. Polito has a great leg. We'll see what he can make do with the current situation, though.
Yeah, let's see what's going on. And the wind has not died down at all. They don't have any tails on the goalpost here, but I can see the flags. The flags are pretty much almost kind of staying outright. So you're seeing the action happen here. Wow. 3 personal fouls, 45 yards penalized on the kick. Bullfrogs are leading right now 29-7.
And so hopefully Polito gets all of this one. As he approaches, the kick is up, and it's a good kick. And both players of Gainesville try to return it. They do pick it up rather seamlessly. And gets past the 50, and the Frogs are all over that one. So a return of about maybe 15, 20 yards. Brought down at the Bullfrog 46-7. As this pile clears, get a better picture.
Yeah, and great job by the Bullfrogs. That was only about, I don't know, about a 12-yard return. I mean, Polito kick, or maybe 16. Polito did a good job trying to kick it out into the wind. So the Bullfrog defense has got to play with a tight lip. And, you know, defenses don't play with tight lips. That's just the nature of it. Let's just hope we don't see anything else fly in here. But now they're upset, so we're going to see what's going to happen here on the defense.
And so the score is 29-7. Lake Worth leads. And here's Gainesville's first down. They elect to run it. And powering through for a gain of 5 on the play. Solid first down run. But when you're down 29-7, the run game is not always the most effective.
Well, you know, early on in the first half, those of you who are just tuning in the first half, Gainesville did have some decent success, spottingly throughout the first half with some good gouges that they got against the Lake Worth defense on some of those run plays. And so, much like another team that I know, the Vider Pirates down where Landon Wilcoxon, former Bullfrog alumni Tony Wilcoxon son's playing, they do the same thing. They run a lot no matter what. They stick with their plan, and they run the ball, and they'll continue to try to pound it and run it.
And wow, one side judge said it was a yard short, but it looks like our near side judge says give them the first down on forward progress. And that's what I believe.
They don't give it to them.
Interesting.
Inches.
That is.
almost a full yard, but,
Yeah.
you know, we don't do fractions here, but I'm going to call that .75. Woo!
Heyo. All right, so here we go. Lake Worth got to make a stand here on third down. A lot of men on the line here trying to make the stop. It's a toss to the outside, and the Frogs trying to get there. They will not get there in time as Gainesville picks up the first.
It's a little frustrating for the Bullfrogs. Now that I got the crystal clear zoom in here, I can see a lot more on the field. And once again, like the first half, you see some of the players running around with their hands up, trying to get a call. But after all, you just got to just button your chin strap and play football. Don't worry about trying to get a call. Just get out there and just bust some heads.
So Gainesville going to go to the sweep. On the other side, they fumble the ball. The ball's still loose, and that's going to be a major loss on the play. A loss of about 7 yards.
Yep, and that's good for the Bullfrogs.
Yeah. I mean, hey, not only
That's-
they lose the yards, it's not a penalty. So
Yeah, and that's uncommon for this running back for the Leopards. I mean, he's been doing a fantastic job tonight, just running hard downhill, and that right there just got mishandled.
So Lake Worth here. Favorable situation, especially when you factor in the fact they kicked from their own 10-yard line. A man in motion. And here we go. Run right up the middle, and that is not really going to do much. Maybe a gain of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and a mile, and a flag flies in after the play. And this time, just seeing what the Gainesville player is talking to his own teammate, it looks like he is responsible for a personal foul. And it is. And you know what? Hey, I respect that from his teammate, pulling him aside, telling him, hey, shut your mouth, man. Hey, make sure you keep your emotions in check.
And it's hard. I mean, being honest, I mean, football is a game won in the trenches, down in the mud, which they don't play in the mud anymore. It's all turf now. But, it's one down there, and there's lots of things that go on inside the tackle box that just happens on the field. I mean, just can't say anything else. But I also know these are young men and trying to bring them up right. So here we go.
So 3rd down and about a mile. They will throw the ball here. Trying to buy some time. He does fire it. It's a low throw and incomplete. And good defense there by the Frogs. It was close. Gainesville receiver did come up with it, but I guess it hit the ground.
Yeah, just a little skip there. You may be able to watch a good replay now. I might be able to see what happens.
You're right, Joey. Let me take a. Oh, come on. The chat's not blocking out, and I couldn't see it. Wow, that's tough.
We get a little delay up here in the box, so sometimes we can get a good little replay looking at the feeds. So now it's going to leave the Leopards to punt with the wind. Earlier, a little coffin corner earlier down to like the 3-yard line. Let's see what happens here.
And so the kick is up, and it's going to drop right about the 22 and take a roll for Gainesville. And still somehow, it looked like it stayed in play. I'm not sure if it went out. We'll see where the spot is.
On the 9.
Yep, 9-yard line. So great
It's a
kick.
battle of special teams and penalties, turnovers this game.
Shout out to the punters. Hey.
I mean, you got to give credit where it's due, and that Leopard punter has given their defense a chance almost every time he's punted the ball. So, I mean, the Bullfrogs got a hole they got to dig out of here. They got to go 91 yards to punch in another one. Let's see what they got.
2 receivers out, 1 to the near, 1 to the far. We'll go ahead and hand this one off to Damian Moore. And he's fighting through. A solid gain there on 1st down, a gain of about 8.
Yeah, it's a great run. A little ground and pound action keeps going. The thing we saw in the first quarter was a little ground and pound by both teams, and that first quarter just got away from us super, super quick. And this third quarter is already down to 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
And so another run here to Damian Moore, and he's got some space, still on his feet past the 30 and down at the 35. Good power run there by Damian Moore.
Yeah, I like that little hop, jump, cut he just did there on that last play. That's just showing the elevation of his athleticism and just his awareness of what's in front of him and what he has to do. It's a great run.
And so here we go. 2 receivers out to the far side, 2 to the near. Twins formation, now a man in motion. That's Damian Moore. They're going to throw it to him, and it's just out of reach. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that's dangerous for the defense whenever the Bullfrogs do that. It's Damian Moore gets in full stride and nobody in front of him. The kid's the lightning speed. He's a sprinter. He's a relay runner, and he's got gas for days. And I mean like gas, like as in like he's got good breath.
Yeah, man, the kid can run. And here he goes. Out motion again to that wheel route. He's trying to beat somebody. It's a throw over the middle. It's tipped and almost into the hands, I believe, of Mark Fulkerson. Craig Williams got to it first.
And, man, if that rush was not there, the play the Bullfrogs were going down the field, Damian Moore came in motion full speed, and once they snapped the ball, Damian Moore was behind the defense. But luckily for the Leopards, they had sent a man on the blitz, and he made his way through and got in the face of Hall. Hall took a nice little hit there at the end of that, but still managed to get the ball off. Craig Williams just couldn't pull it down. Mark Folkeson didn't get a chance to see right. It was right in front of him. I know he wished he could have that back.
It is 3rd down, and, man, it is hard to see that marker on the far side. But here we go. Isaiah Hall rolling to the right. He's got a man wide open, and he connects with him. That, I believe, is that Mark Fulkerson is? It is.
Mark Fulkerson got him 2 on the night. That was a great – the Bullfrogs needed that first down. Keep this thing rocking and rolling for the Bullfrogs, and now they're on the move.
And so the Frogs will now have a first down at the Gainesville 41-yard line. Back to the Twins formation we go, and they're going to pass the rock. Isaiah Hall taking a shot downfield. Demarion Polti, he has it, and he's in. He breaks the tackle, and another touchdown for Demarion Polti. That's 35-7.
That right there, you got to call it where it is. Great throw and catch. Great throw and catch, and we lost power up there on that one, huh?
Yeah, I was going to say.
All right, I'll get that one here in just a second.
Hey, we couldn't finish out the second half with a little technical difficulty.
We can't do anything without getting some technical difficulties, can we?
I thought it was me at first, and I looked, and I was like, it's dead. All right, well, Polito lines up for the extra point. Good snap, and it's up and in. It's Polito, almost always can be relied on. And Lake Worth this time, hopefully, and I don't think so, and not cursing it, but not kicking from the 10.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see them kick from the 10 ever again, as I know Coach Welch was all over that for sure. And I think that we may just be without a clock. Nope, there she goes.
And the Frogs here. So now, just so you guys get an update, 4:25 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. The Bullfrogs lead 36-7. As now they sit comfortably in the driver's seat. So, at the beginning of the game, it was a little slow. No points scored in the 1st quarter. Bullfrogs then had back-to-back touchdowns. They had a touchdown to Demarion Polti, and then just about, 5-10 seconds later, they recover a kick on a muffed return. And then next play, they throw to Dominic Alvarez for his first touchdown of the season and put up 14 points in just about 20 or so seconds. So the Frogs came out a little bit flat, found their stride, and here we are 36-7 in the 3rd quarter as Abraham Polito lines up to kick once again, and into the wind he goes. And it's a good kick. Going to get down to about the 8-yard line. Is going to be returned here. And the Frogs finally get to him in a big hit there. And he's down to about the 28 or so yard line.
Big body Aiden Torres. Man, that kid right there, you get in his grasp and you're in trouble.
And so this ball, that's the official spot. It's going down to the 28. And the Frogs, look to make another stand here. They've been doing rather fine here in the second quarter or second half, figuring out the run game. They were helped out by a fumbled toss on the last drive. Put Gainesville back quite a ways. And here we go. A little reverse action here. The Frogs are trying to sniff this one out. Polti trying to get there. Unable to get there, though. And he picks up the first down. So Polti read it. He does have the speed, but as a two-way player, especially after scoring a touchdown, a little bit, maybe not at full speed. And Gainesville able to turn the corner, pick up first. So now the Frogs defending from the 45-yard line, the Gainesville 45, that is, and a single receiver out to the right. And that is a false start, and you love to see it. It looks like Demarion Polti and number 18 from Gainesville are on an island, and Demarion just absolutely in his grill. I mean, that is textbook press coverage. If you watch the near side and Demarion Polti's coverage, their face masks are inches away, and I love it. I love it. Just man-on-man coverage. And let the boys, the rest of your 10 defenders, play the ball inside the hashes, or inside the tackles, I should say. And let Demarion Polti handle the rest. And here we go. There it is. There's that little battle, that little island. On our near side now, Demarion backs up. And it is going to be a hand on the ball's fumbled, and the Frogs are on it. So the jet sweep fails this time as the Frogs able to pick it up. And they will now take over from the Gainesville 36 or so.
Terrence Gilmore. I give him a little play
boy
there. Terrence Gilmore has had a season. He worked to earn a starting spot, and he got it. And there, I believe that is his second or third fumble recovery of the season. Great job by that young man. And here goes the Bullfrogs offense.
Mara Page, you're going to let me go back to my Hawaii days here in a minute with all these chi-hoos. And if you know what a chi-hoo is, how to really do it. As the throw goes up and it's incomplete. Man, there's a flag on the far side, but if any of y'all actually know what the chi-hoo, maybe I'll let one out next week without Joey, because it's quite loud to do it properly. But I believe, I can't remember from the Decatur game, I believe you were saying you were in Hawaii. So yeah, and you might be surprised. I know what you're talking about. I spent 5 years out there in the islands as the Bullfrogs.
Holding called on the Leopards, and it looks like it was on the defensive back. So they take this down to the spot of the foul. First down for the Bullfrogs.
So a good break there. And, if I'm not mistaken, I think Isaiah saw that flag. And he was like, I'm just going to throw one up there, take a shot. So big break there for the Frogs. Continuing to march down this field. And Twins formation. We'll see if Damian Moore gets in motion. He does not, but they're going to go ahead and run it to him. He's got some space. He's trying to bring it outside. He turns on the Jets, and he's gone. Touchdown Bullfrogs. A 29-yard run from Damian Moore. Give me some more points. Come on.
And I know what's going on here. I really, truly do with what's happening. Really what's going on right now in the game is the Bullfrogs, they have the number. They really have the number. And those three personal fouls kind of lit a fire. And that's what I'm seeing right now. And so the Bullfrogs they're just playing out, playing full bore, not trying to save the clock, not worried about running it down. Just letting the game happen the way the game's going to happen. There's going to be – we're 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and the Bullfrogs doubled their score from halftime pretty much.
Heck yeah. And, hey, shout out to Mara. Hey, your best is your brother.
Close.
Yeah, and Samoan. Hey, see? Samoa. Shout out.
Samoa.
Heck yeah. I went to school with a lot of Samoans out there in Hawaii. Spent 5 years. Attended the University of Hawaii, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Little fun facts.
See, that's what we need to do. Like, okay, so when you guys get married, we'll just have you and your wife, me and my wife. You'll take us to Hawaii,
there
and
we go.
we'll just work. We'll just show us the way.
All right.
Because I've never been to Hawaii.
Hey, better yet, you know what? This is when my high school was in California, and so what they did is they had their preseason in Hawaii.
Oh wow!
So why don't we go call a game?
That's what we need to do. We need to send some film of ourselves, call up some of these teams that do some of these outrageous things, and go jump on that bandwagon for a little preseason action, and go over to Hawaii and go sip some nice, tall, cold glasses of ice water over in Hawaii while we're calling a game. It'd be beautiful.
The legality of like possibly having a donations page on here to support a trip to Hawaii, you know, with our broadcast.
I need to ask. I need to ask.
That would be pretty
cool. Do I own the rights to Bullfrog Radio on Facebook?
I got an update. I got an update from the Hershey Decatur game. Hershey is leading 20-14 as the ball is kicked off here. It will be returned by Gainesville. And trying to cut it back, breaks a tackle, has some space, trying to cut it back again, unable to do so, and down at about the 28-yard line. So thank you, Christina Salazar, the update from the Hershey Decatur game. So Hershey is up 20-14, and just so you Bullfrog fans know, we are rooting for Decatur in this case.
Yeah, and you know, and the reason why that is I believe, you know, regardless of record, the Bullfrogs look pretty handily right now. If the Bullfrogs when they win this one, then they have to face off against Hershey, and the Bullfrogs, no matter if Decatur beats Hershey or not, the Bullfrogs, if they beat Hershey, they'll take first place regardless.
And so here we go, a run to the outside, trying to find some room and reaching for the flag. I could see that one from here, and that's going to be a horse collar.
Bad play, bad call.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
it was shoulder pad. I mean, I can see it zoomed in. It's shoulder pads both ways. There was no horse collar. When you grab across both shoulder pads and pull down from the back, like it looks like horse collar.
He didn't even pull it. Like, I'm looking at that right now. It didn't even look like he pulled. He just kind of.
But you know, anything close right now in a chippy game is going to get called regardless, and that's okay. Safety, fear on, err on the side of caution. I always say when it comes to anything, when it comes to safety with the kids. So, I mean, I'm not mad at that call. I don't like it, but I'm not mad at it. You know,
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Right.
You understand where it's coming from, and you know, I agree with you. We love this game, right? And you know, a lot of people coming after this game. I get it. It can be violent at times, and that's the nature of it. And as long as we want this game to continue on, hey, got to care for the player safety. As the fumbled snap, and not sure what's happening underneath the pile. I do believe Gainesville did end up on top of it, but I've been wrong twice tonight. So it looks like I think Gainesville does come up.
Yeah, they do. They do come up with it right there, and it looks like he I don't know if he lost an inch or on the same. I don't know. I can't tell with the markers over there, but it looks like he may have lost about 6 inches. But who's counting fractions?
Yeah, right. Well, apparently we do. But.
I say we don't every time, then I verify.
All right, and a pass play, a little bubble screen action, and the Frogs trying to sniff this one out, breaking a tackle, and still on his feet, and another flag. This time it looked like. It could have been a grab of the face mask.
They're going to call a horse collar on this one as well. Nice and close on that. It shows that he grabbed a hold.
You're cheating. Now you have the good camera, all right? Stop flexing on me. You can see and zoom in. I'm doing this far away.
You just watch the replay and you'll get it. But unfortunately for the player, I'll zoom out there. We don't like to get anything with a hurt player or anything on there. It looks like a player's down on the field. But he's up and walking off. That was a tough shot. Kind of twisted around there. I think it was more of a body twist than anything to do with the neck.
Hey, I don't know. Look kind of close. I want to see what the call is. I might.
Actually, it looks like they're holding shoulder. Left arm looks like he's. I don't know. Maybe that's just the swagger he's walking with. Looked like it could have possibly been a shoulder the way it happened, but.
Well, here we go, ref. Face mask. Ha.
Really? Face mask?
I watched the. Hey, look, I slowed it down. There's a body in between. He came down back. He reached from behind. And that's why it kind of looked like. I don't know. You know what? Hey.
I'm not wearing my glasses.
You know what? Look, I paused it like 3 times. Like, I was right here on my phone trying to pause, watch the feed over again. It was close. It was from behind. That's why. All right, handoff. Right through the middle. He's got some daylight. Almost ran in to the back judge there. And kind of helping out the Frogs, as that is now 1st and goal. Still got the first down and near the end zone. But kind of got slowed down a little bit by the referee. Thank you. So 1st and goal from the 7-yard line.
I'm going to move that. I keep giving. Some games the clock gets in the way at the bottom, so I moved it. And then now this game it's away at the top, so I'll move it down.
And here we go. The snap is good, and now trying to power into the end zone is Gainesville, but unable to make it down. Gets to about the 2-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 2.
And, you know, and this is the thing some of the boys were talking about in looking at film in this. And, you know, they look at Hershey and they looked at the Gainesville game on film. And Gainesville scored against Hershey twice. And the Bullfrogs got to stand tall here to try to keep Gainesville from scoring against them twice.
And the toss to the outside. Frogs look to be in position. That's Craig Williams, I believe, with the tackle. So a good play by him as he's crawling around like Spider-Man down there.
Everybody saw that at home too, Craig. So, where's Uncle Johnny at? I know Uncle Johnny's watching. Uncle Johnny, you better tune in. See that boy crawling around on the ground like that.
Hey, man. He's just having some fun.
Yeah, you know, you try to do that, try to have some fun with it, and you can have fun without saying anything. And sometimes, defense, you talk a lot, and so.
Hey, shout out Gio. Yeah, we are going to Plaza. The throw comes out, and it's not a backwards pass. Cornell's out there. He's like, let me take this one home. But yeah, Gio, it looks like pretty much as things stand, barring an incredible comeback here in the 4th, that the Bullfrogs are going to go to the playoffs.
It almost looked like he made a football move before that ball came out, but I guess they said he didn't have full possession of it.
And so that is the end of the 3rd quarter as we enter the 4th quarter here tonight in Gainesville. A chilly night in Gainesville here in North Texas. The score is now 43-7. Bullfrogs in the driver's seat. A slow start to this one, 0-0 after 1. And ever since, the Bullfrogs have taken control. And they've held the lead since. So here we are, 4th quarter. A little bit chilly. A little bit of a drive home tonight.
Oh, yeah. There's no little bit of a drive home period. Well, I guess it's better than driving to Hershey or Burke Burnett.
See, it could be worse. I don't know.
Last year was our travel year in this in this rotation of the district. You know, we got in this district last year, and we took all of our road games last year. And I guess, I'm not complaining about it now because this year in district play, it's been home, away, home, away, home. So we've had it nice and easy.
Yeah. Hey.
Almost like every other week was home.
Did you play baseball?
Yeah.
You know how you should get those donuts on your baseball bat before you got up to bat, and you would swing it to make it feel heavier. Yeah, and then it would be light when you went up to bat. That's how I feel about this year. They put the donut on our schedule. They made it heavy. We were traveling to Venus. We were in Wichita Falls twice to play Hershey and Burke Burnett. And now this year it just feels like a breeze. I feel like this Gainesville trip is nothing.
Yeah, an hour and a half drive is nothing compared to the 3.5 hours. It was like I was almost back to back last year.
It was man, we needed to get like a coach or something, like some big old bus. I was a real travel team out there. But here we go. Gainesville trying to put one in here. And the ball is loose. It might have been an incomplete pass, but no, they're going to say it was actually a fumble. Bullfrogs have the football right now. And it is Bullfrog ball.
Wow, Bullfrogs dialed up the right call on defense there, and Exalce Bakula came up with the ball.
It's a hot potato tonight.
It is. I mean, I don't even want to look at the stats when it comes to turnovers or fumbles tonight. It's been a pretty I'd say that part of the game's been pretty even.
Yeah, both teams.
Both ways. Bullfrogs have put it on the turf. So has the Leopards, and see what happens here.
So Bullfrogs take over here. 2 receivers on the near side. They're going to go ahead and run the rock. That's Damian Moore trying to find some space. He does. There is a flag in the middle of the field. And so we'll see what it is. And again, I'm going to assume.
Well, it was a little bit further down the field. I wonder if it is a hold.
Nobody's moving yet. Come on, White Hat. What you got for us? A little conference. And again, oh, it's declined. So it was against.
It's illegal
Gainesville.
substitution.
Okay.
Maybe usually the pat on the head's 12 men on the field, but illegal substitution.
Interesting.
Ask Josh about that.
All right, here we go. It's a run, and that is Cornell Avington in at running back. And he picks up a couple before he's brought down. So, hey, let the sophomore eat. Coming in.
That's the thing. Avington plays so much defense. You get a chance to see him do some running back, and he's fast.
He's quick.
He's quick. He doesn't hold a whole lot of weight, but he's a quick kid.
Hey, I just want to shout him out because he played under me at Lucille Collins Middle School, and, man, I can't say he's a funny kid. But, man, that kid works harder than anyone else, and he gets the rock here, trying to get it outside. He's got that speed. He has the edge, trying to fight that last outside block, and gets knocked out of bounds here. But, man, the kid has a great work ethic, high motor, keeps those feet moving. I mean, anytime we condition, and I'm sure all those ex-athletes in the chat tonight know how tough conditioning is. And you know, don't lie. Some of y'all, you found out you were going to condition, your head went down, and you were all frustrated. Cornell's like, Coach, when are we starting? First one on the line. First one done. As soon as we're done with one lap, he's already ready for the next. So the kid, man, he brought that energy, so we appreciate him. And, hey, that's why he gets an opportunity to come play some running back here tonight. And here we go. So let's see if he gets the rock one more time. And the flag, or not flag, is it a flag or a timeout? Yeah, timeout is called by Lake Worth.
Timeout called by Lake Worth. And also, there's also been a substitution at quarterback. Dante Reese is in the game at quarterback. Dante Reese is in line to take over the helm next year as Isaiah Hall exits the program as he's a senior this year. And we've seen a lot of good spark out of Dante Reese. Young guy still, decisions, a nice full off season of starting some 7-on-7, making some decisions. 7-on-7 this year, that's the reason why I think he has the position at the back of this year. 7-on-7 this year, he ran the JV squad and showed a lot of promise there. He's a good stout kid, good size. He and Isaiah Hall are almost about the same size. Isaiah Hall may have him height-wise by a couple of inches, but other than that, same body frame, same build. Both of them running close to the same speed. I think Dante's actually a little bit faster than what Isaiah is. So he's got that same threat, the same triple threat that Isaiah Hall has. And he plays some defense too.
Yep.
Oh, wait, he plays safety.
Yep. So here we go. As the Frogs, they wanted to talk this one over. Mr. Reese and Mr. Avington. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Let's see that speed, Mr. Reese. And a flag is thrown as the pile was being pushed.
They're going to call the hold on. They're going to call the hold on the outside. The receiver that was on the outside, they're going to call the hold there. I didn't think it was a hold because the running back got right behind him.
I believe that's Klubu in at wide receiver. I don't see him here.
They're saying blocking the back.
Wait.
The referee has to understand when you start blocking somebody in the face and they turn around, that's not a block in the back.
Yeah.
When they show you their back after you've already started blocking them, he blocked 3 guys at the same time in that one play, and he's going to – which one did you call it on? Because he had a guy right in his hands that he was blocking. But here we go. Let's see what happens.
2 receivers to the far side. They go with the toss here. It's fumbled. That's Craig Williams at running back. trying to fight back to the line of scrimmage and does a little flip there and a late flag. I don't know if he may have been brought down by his helmet, a horse collar, something like that nature.
Yeah, I think they're going to call it a face mask. Face mask is anything that goes inside a pocket in the helmet, whether it's the ear hole, around the back of the neck, anywhere up inside the helmet is considered a face mask. And that's what they call. From this far away, the face mask and hold look close to the same, and the referee almost went to go call it on Lake Worth, and actually the penalty was on Gainesville.
So Lake Worth here, just going ahead, getting their twos in, getting some reps, and trying to wind this one down. And some of the Frogs out there, some not so familiar faces, which is a good thing, as here we go. It's a run, and that's Cornell. No, it's not. It's a quarterback keeper. It's Reese with the ball, and he's past the first down marker and more. Man, it's like one of those times you're watching a football game and the camera gets faked out and he's like totally watching the wrong thing. Yeah, that was me that play. Great play fake by Mr. Dante Reese.
What was great there is the play fake went really well because Cornell Avington took off out of there really quick and looked like he had the ball. They collapsed on Cornell Avington really quickly, and then they realized, oh, it's going the opposite direction. So the Bullfrogs, the twos know they only have a limited amount of time to try to score, so that's what they're trying to do right now.
Reese hands it off to Cornell Avington, and he's trying to fight through. He picks up a couple on the play. That's a gain of about 6.
Yeah. Avington doing a good job getting behind his blockers there. The kid has a lot of speed, but where you get into trouble as a running back with that much speed is that you can outrun your blocks before they happen and get 2 yards, 3 yards versus getting the 6 when you stay behind the big boys that are there to do the heavy lifting. You got to give a shout out to the offensive line for the Bullfrogs. They've done an amazing job tonight, really giving the offense a chance every down.
And here we go.
Choo-choo
The
Mesa.
pile, yep, Choo-choo. Picking up the first. I apologize. I'm trying to get an update on the Hershey-Decatur game. And the score right now, 5 minutes to go, 22-14 Hershey in the lead.
That's a close game there.
Yep, so just trying to keep you guys updated on that as the Frogs continue to march down the field. As there is 8 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Frogs number 2's out here doing some work, and it's Choo-Choo Mesa with the rock again. This time going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. And, yeah, game maybe of 1. Maybe no. No, it looks like no game.
No game. Choo-Choo doesn't like that. Choo-Choo Mesa hasn't gotten a whole heap of carries this season. He's gotten roughly.
Decatur just scored.
Whoa!
Decatur just scored. Preston Escobar with a 6-yard rushing touchdown. Decatur 20 to Hershey's 22. So they have to go for 2 in this situation, but they just scored with 2 minutes left.
Oh, wow. Bullfrogs line up, 2 out to the left. Reese under center. Takes a snap. Hands the ball off to in the backfield. Ball's on the ground.
Up, and Gainesville recovers it. Craig Williams with the ball. That's going to be recovered by Gainesville. But and an update. Decatur went for 2, and they got it. Tie game in Hershey.
That's a ball game there. Just trying to scratch out something there. So those of you that don't know, we're giving the update to the Decatur-Hershey game is why right now the top 4 teams in this district goes in order. Right now, Hershey is number 1 because they have not lost a game. Lake Worth, Decatur, and Springtown, all 3 tied at second place. What, you give us an update on that Springtown game? Let's try to see if we
give
get
me
that.
1 second on that.
Here we go. The Bullfrogs, a turnover. Craig Williams had fumbled it. Leopards trying to throw a little pass out to the left-hand side. They complete it. He's down the sidelines. He gets pushed out of bounds at about the 36, and that'll be a first down for the Leopards. Time is not ticking, but it's ticking down.
So the Springtown game, Springtown beats Burke Burnett 35-6.
35-6. I honestly thought there was going to be a little bit more there with the Burke Burnett game, but that game, those games like that with Springtown are over quick because they run the ball so much. Here we go. Leopards 2 out to the right. Quarterback drops back. He's got a man down the sideline trying to pick on Avington.
And it's caught.
And he finally catches one over Avington.
You know what's weird? The most success we've seen all season against Cornell Avington has been tonight against one of the teams that doesn't really pass the ball very often. So,
well, I mean, you say success. That's the first time they've completed on his side.
2. He had the first play of the game.
Oh, that's right. When I was back down and I was doing technical stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he had 2 passes caught on him for that much. Other than that, I would say you probably have about maybe 1 or 2 handfuls of catches actually on his side
that's
the entire
point.
season.
I mean, that's my point. That's the most success. I didn't say it was a lot. But here we go. Run right up the middle. And brought down a gain of about 8 or 7. But no, yeah, that's my point. Hey, that is the most success technically, about 50 yards receiving on him tonight. But, in essence, that's the worst night he's had all year.
And I don't have him on here. Maybe it's 9 as the numbers are up. Xavier Pickney in the game for the Bullfrogs gets that tackle.
If it's 8, I believe it might actually be Hornell Klubu.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I'm not 100% on that. I can get an update.
Dropping back for a pass.
And it's picked off. It's picked off. It's Demarion Polti.
Demarion Polti with another interception on the season. My goodness. College coach alert. He's gotten a lot of coaches talking to him, by the way. I'm not going to say anything out here. I'll let him reveal that whenever his time is ready. But Demarion Polti with a pick. Defense again for the Bullfrogs once again creates another turnover. Bullfrogs leading right now 43-7. I know I'm telling you all that, but the score is on the live feed. It's just a habit. It's just a habit. It's just a habit. Bullfrogs have the 2s back in the game again. Try to give them another chance. 5 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in this game. And it's going to be over before 10 o'clock.
All right.
Reese in the shotgun. 2 spread out to the left. Hands off to Avi.
No, he keeps
doesn't.
it.
He keeps it.
And Reese out to the sideline. Got the first down and more. He goes out of bounds. And, hey, not a bad play. I was just keeping an eye on that sideline. Got a little shove from number 14 over there, but not too much.
Yeah. Look, I kept the camera on it. I didn't take the camera and follow Avington. I kept it wide because I was like, because they're doing such a great job with that fake. As soon as he fakes it to Avington, he's hiding the ball and running.
Well, Cornell he's so low to the ground, and when he lowers his head and makes it look like he's got the ball, he can sell it. It's hard to see.
Yeah, great job. Here we go, Bullfrogs, 2 out to the left, 1 out to the right. Back in the backfield, Reese in the shotgun. Takes a snap.
He keeps it again. He's got some space. The ball is loose. He kept it a little bit out there, too much. And it's going to be recovered by Gainesville. Man, you got to protect the football. I know he wants to make those jukes, but unfortunately loses it. And Gainesville will take over.
Yeah, this is this is the things, you don't want these things to happen. But you got the game under control here, most definitely. Your defense doesn't want to be back on the field, have to try to shut it down again, but they're getting another opportunity. 2s on both sides of the ball. What I like you're seeing of the Bullfrogs right now is you have some veteran players that are still in the game as well, and they come pat Dante Reese on the shoulder and say, hey, man, sorry, let's get after it and get the ball back.
And another run here is going to be brought down, but I have an update for you. Not the update I want to give. A 34-yard pass was completed in Hershey as Hershey takes the lead over Decatur with under a minute to play. They did miss the extra point attempt, But now Hershey leads 28-22, under a minute to play.
Oh, my goodness. That's a quick score.
I know. I couldn't believe I had to check that quick. I didn't expect it. But here we go. Bullfrog defense looking to make a stop after the turnover. And a little bit of a good little run play. I like that little action there. A little counter. And a first down here for the
That was a
Leopards.
triple.
Yeah, I don't even know
That
what to
was
call
a triple counter. Like, it was like
Yep.
he turned around, 1, 2, 3, handed the ball off. You hadn't seen that play in a long, long time.
And I'll let you guys know when this game is over in Hershey. So again, right now 28-22. As now Gainesville still trying to get some plays in here. And they're going to go with a little option play. First time they brought that one out tonight. Little speed option. Little pitch. And that's a gain of about 7 on the play. And 3:57 here left to play.
Yeah, and so you're seeing some things here late in the game that are a little bit different than what the Leopards have been doing all game. And there's a reason for this. Regardless of what the score is, no matter if you're on the winning end or the losing end, it doesn't matter. There's still opportunity to coach here, opportunity to run some plays that you want to see against live action. And I think that's what we're seeing from Gainesville right now is they're running a couple of different things to possibly get prepared for next week.
Go ahead and run this ball. And trying to pick up the first down. They're going to be close, and the Frogs get a good push there at the end. I believe they're short by a yard. So good stand right there by the Frogs. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 1.
Aiden Torres, Valenzuela, Klubu, all of them all in on that tackle for the Bullfrogs. Bullfrogs see if that defense of the twos right now can hold them. Timeout called
Frogs.
by the Bullfrogs.
And so I'm just kind of keeping my eye to see if we get, because it's been under a minute in Hershey now for over a minute. Obviously, I know it's football. I get that. I wish I could get a get some type of like play-by-play action. And
So another update for you down south. Alumni Tony Wilcoxon. His son plays for the undefeated Vider Pirates, one of the only teams in 4A that are still undefeated. Trying to get an update on that game as well. I know at halftime they were down 13-7 against Huffman. Last year in that district, Huffman went 10-0 last year, and they've lost one game this season. And the Pirates, this is the first time they've been undefeated this far in the history of the school.
oh, wow.
And I told my older brother, I said, the commonality there is there's Mitchell blood on both teams here in Lake Worth and down in Vider. So I'm not saying that, but you got some good coaches on both sides. But right here, Leopards try to run the ball up the middle. They get find a little crease there. Gain of about 5 on the play to be enough for the first down.
And the Frogs now just trying to get some, like you said, some reps in with now 2:45 left to play. Still no update from Hershey, as it still says under a minute there in fourth quarter. 28-22. Hershey still in the driver's seat. As a little option play once again, but nothing doing there. Great defense by the Bullfrogs. I mean, no matter what.
The quarterback gave up that pitch, and the running back looked, and it's like, oh, wait, there's 7 white jerseys in front of me. Like, can I run out of bounds, please? And it looks like there's a flag on the play. White hat's talking to the sideline about something. The side judge. I can't see the flag, but I think it's there.
He said run the clock, I believe. Oh, maybe not.
And run it on the snap.
There you go. And so little throw to the outside. The ball is dropped. I think it might have been a backwards lateral. They're not going to call it that, but incomplete.
Great job there by Terrence Gilmore. I believe that was Terrence. No, it was not Terrence Gilmore. Got to give the right credit. I actually don't have him on this roster. 53. I got to get an updated roster here. We got some other guys I know that have made their way up from the JV squad to the varsity squad, so we got a couple of new additions.
And I will say, the Hershey game has now finished, and Hershey took the win against Decatur 28-22. And, of course, that's unofficial. We'll get to that in just a second. A reverse. It's fumbled. Bullfrogs may have come up with this one. And they do. So another turnover, another fumble. I mean, man, the Frogs just came up with one, and now Leopards do too. But, again, it's not confirmed. This is some reporter that decides to get on the internet.
The fumble is confirmed.
Yes, that is. But
the score of the Hershey-Decatur game is not confirmed as.
So, but what we can tell you, most likely 28-22, Hershey will take the win. So a big game next week.
Yeah, so it's next week it'll be the game of the week, guaranteed in this district, and possibly with 4A altogether.
As now it is a handoff. I believe that's Craig Williams, and he puts the hit stick on and gets out of bounds after picking up the first.
He's having to cover up the ball extra this time.
Coach, I promise. Coach, I won't fumble.
Yeah, Craig Williams, think about him as a running back, it's not something you normally see. Craig Williams standing about 6'5", about 6'5", 6'6", and he's a tall guy to be back there running the ball. But he has some wheels. He's also a member of the sprint relay team, and kid can really move.
And there's the best formation in football. The victory formation for Lake Worth, and they take the knee. As the Bullfrogs now will run down the clock and take home a victory here tonight to improve 8-1 on the season. Final score will be 43-7, of course, not officially yet. But the Frogs will play this one out.
Yep.
Slow start. Big offensive output between the second and third quarter.
Well, when you say a slow start, it wasn't exactly a bicycle. It was a little bit of a moped, kind of puttered a little bit.
Yeah, it was.
But we're still getting where we needed to go. But we got there eventually. It was good.
Couple turnovers.
Oh yeah, several on both sides. Definitely something to look at for both teams is the turnover capacity.
Carolina. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Shout out, you know what? Shout out to Gainesville band tonight. They've done a great job. Sitting right near us tonight as the teams will depart to their sidelines. And that will be all here on a chilly October night in Gainesville, Texas, as Lake Worth comes out with another district win.
That's right. The Bullfrogs pull it off. You guys heard it here on Bullfrog Radio. Bullfrogs now on this season as the clock winds down. It is done. It's in the books. Bullfrogs win 43-7 against the Gainesville Leopards. Hey, everybody, we're out of here already. It's 9:42. I think when I catch Waffle House, there's going to be nobody there.
I'm jealous. I'll be tagging
But,
Phil.
hey, we thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. The school board just got cut off, so I cut it off mine too. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Bullfrog Radio. We appreciate y'all tuning in. The coaches show will be postponed again this week until Monday, mainly to do with it is the weekend of the Hallow weekend.
Halloween.
And I work in entertainment, so we have a lot of business to do this weekend. And so I will not be available tomorrow morning, but we will have the coaches show for you. I promise this week. It's not off a loss, it's off a win. So we will have the coaching show for you on Monday, pending Coach Welch doesn't have anything else already planned. But we will see you guys on Monday. If you want to tune in live, not quite sure on the time, we'll try to post that if we get it, or if not, we'll just go live. Catch it live. If not, you can watch a replay. But, hey, it's been a great season so far. Bullfrogs have a tough one ahead of them next week as they're going to go back home and host Hershey, the undefeated in District 4A.
Yes, sir.
Undefeated in 4-4A district, not on the season, but 4-4A district. And the Bullfrogs got a game ahead of them. So
Yeah.
enjoy this win. Get back at it tomorrow, not Monday. Planning starts tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, this broadcast is brought to you by Eagles Nest, just up the road from Lake Worth High School and Bullfrog Stadium, just up the road, Buck Club Road. Stop by there, get you something to eat for breakfast, go get you some hot wings, enjoy it with the family, and make sure you tip that tall, cold glass of ice water for me. We'll see you guys next time for Lake Worth ISD.